Hey guys, it is Meg Monday, and today I am talking about something that I did last Friday that was one of the scariest things that I've done in a long time. I know it sounds strange, but I gave a 5-minute speech. But the speech was a little bit different. This speech was in front of the National Speakers Association here in Austin. I speak in front of people all the time. I had to speak in front of professional speakers. I don't do that all the time. These people have decades of speaking. These people make some money doing it. And for me to actually put myself out there and get up on that stage in front of my peers that I aspire to say I was scared and wanted to throw up is not even cutting it close. And it's funny because I really started thinking about how we communicate with ourselves matters. Because I could have started telling myself what I used to, and that was, who do you think you are? Why do you think you have something to share with them? They're professionals. But see, this is where I have changed completely in the last 6 years, and that is how I talk to myself. Because I kicked old Meg to the curb. And today, she's not allowed to say nasty things about herself. And I don't know about you, but every time I do something that I'm a little scared about, I have that tendency to be negative. And this is where we are all negatively bent because we are trying to protect ourselves. But that protection is not always what's best for us. And so this time, as I was driving to the event, I thought, you know what? I am going to just share my story like I always do and tell them why it's so important for me to tell my story, because two things happen. It helps me heal and it gives somebody else hope. So I'm wondering for you, what is that scary thing for you? Because maybe it's not speaking in front of a bunch of professional speakers. Maybe it's, that job that you're going for, or starting your own business. Maybe it's sharing your story of whatever that is. Maybe it's writing a book. Maybe it's, talking to that person that you really would love to learn from, but you think, well, they don't care about me. Why would they want to talk to me? I really want you to think about what those things are, and then tell yourself that it's okay to do it. That whatever happens will just happen. And what's the worst that could happen? Someone says no. Someone laughs at you. Well, guess what? If they're laughing at you, that says way more about their character than you. So, really think about, hey, what can I do today that kind of scares the crap out of me? Because guess what? When we do the scary things, the one thing that is for sure to happen is that we will grow. And funny, When I am speaking to big audiences, one of the things that I talk about is declaring the win. And I am going to declare that win on Friday because I nailed it. They were so positive and encouraging and supportive, and they were amazing. And I felt so good about it. And it really helped me realize that sharing our stories continue to always be positive because you never know who you might help. So that's another thing I want you to do is, what's the last thing that you did that was super scary that you actually did it anyway? Declare that win today. Pat yourself on the back. You don't have to share it with the world, but share it with yourself. Because, guys, it is so important that we communicate kindly with ourselves so that we can then communicate kindly with the world. Hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and do something that scares the crap out of you. Sounds like fun. And you'll definitely grow in the meantime. Talk to you later. Bye.